All right, got a fun one today. This right here is an original Winchester 1892 pattern rifle. This particular one was made in 1925. This right here has got the saddle ring. It's a saddle ring carbine, and we got a very interesting sling setup with it. Do you want to add anything to that sling setup? I know that you said that you like tensioning it. That's why you got it set up this particular way.
Your elbow through it, and it'll go ahead and it'll add quite a bit of stability. The other way.
Oh, yeah. Just like that. And there tensions the rifle, so you got another point of contact. Just makes it easier to shoot down range, and that's kind of why this sling is set up with this particular sort of situation going on here. So this is chambered for 32 Winchester centerfire, and that's a 115 grain bullet. This particular stuff is loaded with unique. How many grains of unique?
5
grains of unique with a 115 grain bullet. We're probably going to get about 16 to 1800 feet per second, give or take. So you already have this loaded up, but I am going to go ahead and show the actual cartridge here. It is a very slightly bottleneck round that we got loaded into this thing. These are really adorably small little bullets that, from what I've been able to gather with what I've been hearing so far, are quite effective to the point to where people have almost, like, there's a mythology around them. So we're going to go ahead, this right here has a 10-shot tube magazine on it. We got a target out at about 25 yards. I'm going to go ahead and group a couple of rounds onto that target. If it groups well and we're hitting that point of aim, maybe I'll try some longer shots. The sights on this thing, I don't like how small our little V-notch sight is on this rifle, but that's very stereotypical for the time period where these rifles were around. Besides that, we're going to go ahead and just send a couple of rounds with this old girl here. Hard to believe this thing's 100 years old at this point. 1925 to 2025. I'm just going to go for a bottom target. Alright, cool. That was my first time firing one of these. And they have more recoil than I was expecting, but less retort than I was expecting. And there's our spent brass case right there. No signs of overpressure or anything like that, which is good. See, the lever action rifle originally, my thing fell down, originally was a rimfire rifle that was updated to centerfire in 1873 by Winchester. And then in 1886, Browning took the lever action and he added 2 locking lugs onto the rear of the rifle, and they scaled it up to a much larger, more powerful version of the lever action. And then in 1892, they scaled it back down to essentially a pistol caliber carbine, or what we would call today a pistol caliber carbine. I really like these. See, I want to get myself a, my next lever action purchase, in my mind, has always been either a 1860 Henry and 45 long Colts, or an 1873 in 4440. I will get them both at some point, but I kind of like this right here as well. I might have to look for a 32 Winchester centerfire. I wonder how accurate we are down there. I'm going to go ahead and print a 5-shot group on that bottom target that we have out there, and we'll see what she looks like. And I'll do another 5 shots at 50 yards. Nice. This right here kind of reminds me of, say, the 30 caliber carbine. A little, fairly lightweight bullet, moving at fairly good velocities, but not quite an intermediate caliber cartridge like a real rifle round. Still kind of in that realms of a pistol cartridge. This right here is like the 30 carbine of the day. That right there looks like 2 holes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a pretty good group size.
I told you,
I'm
it's a great gun.
very impressed with that. That's awesome, dude.
It's a great gun. It does it.
That is fantastic, fantastic. All right.
If you were stuck
at wherever you were at, this right here would work.
In the future, during bad times with just this, if you had the ability to load your own, you would be just fine.
Yeah, that rifle seems to really like those 115 grain bullets.
Good.
All right, well, I reckon I'll start touching out to that longer distance out there. All right, so now we're set up for 50 yards we got 3 targets out there, 2 on the bottom, 1 on the top. I'm going to aim for our top target, and we're going to see what kind of group size we get with my remaining 5 shots that I have inside of our tube in this rifle. Here, I'll go ahead and take the camera and set it about right here for a little change in camera angle, just so we got a little bit of a mix up here. You ready? Nice. Hopefully, I don't completely embarrass myself with accuracy with this rifle at these distances. This thing has a really nice trigger on it, though, considering the time period where this rifle was made. That stinks. Smoky. Nice. Do we want to wander down there to look at that, or do you want to send some rats?
Yeah, let's
Go see what it looks like at our distances here. Let's go see what our 50-yard group is. Yep, just a little bit to the right, but that's still pretty gosh darn good for 50 yards with this 100-year-old gun. 32 Winchester centerfire. Especially considering that these are hand-loaded ammo. That's not bad at all. Just cast lead, hand-loaded rounds. All right, let's see what kind of group you can make with the thing.
A Winchester-made Tong tool that's essentially one piece. I think it's made by Winchester, and it's got the 115 grain bullet mold in it, and it is designed so that you can go ahead and seat the bullet
Interesting.
into it. Now I don't have
Very
the
interesting.
capper anymore. I don't know what happened to that, but
Oh, it vanished at some point, I'm sure.
with proper decapper around, hey, you're set.
Yeah, you're basically set to indefinitely run that thing.
Yeah.
Give her hell, Mel.
Okay, the lower right target.
Lower right target, noted. That sun really isn't a bad spot. Uh-oh.
Didn't chamber around.
Uh-oh.
That's what it was.
Short stroke.
Okay.
That's right. We all have that problem sometimes. For how tiny of a round that is, it sounds quite spicy.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I'd gauge it at probably ever so slightly less powerful than .30 carbine, because that's a 110 grain bullet moving about 2,000 feet per second, give or take. This is ever so slightly heavier, moving slower.
Yeah, I'd agree that's probably about where it'd be, in that range there. But, you know, hey, it is what it is. And
It is what it is. Probably about the power of an M1 carbine at 300 yards.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Of course, it's got a better shaped bullet. That's
Yes.
That's the good thing. With
Oh,
the
yes.
nose, but,
By Jove, man!
not good. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
4, 5, touching right there in the
Okay,
corner.
Okay. 1,
Ammo problem.
3.
Ooh, duct tape.
Okay. Okay. Now, interesting. Okay, you're going wide right. I'm going well, I went wide right there, but 3 of those just vertical on there. Yeah, just the way we hold it.
Each individual shooter is going to be a little different.
You got it.
All right, we're going to do something that YouTube's going to frown on. We read an article written in, 1917? On how these rifles could fire .32 Smith & Wesson short and long in a pinch if you were to just load it into the chamber. Of course, your brass is going to expand and fire form to the chamber, and you're going to have a gap that the bullet has to jump before it engages rifling. And I doubt that we'll get a whole lot of accuracy, but because the article said that people do it, We got to try it.
We got to try it.
So we got to target at 25 yards. We're going to see what kind of accuracy we get with it.
Okay, the first round is going to be that 134 grain.
134 grain.
That in the 32 S&W long.
Got it.
With 6.3 grains of the unique, or no, 2400. 6.3 grains, 2400. Okay, the extractor can just barely get enough of the case. It won't work through the action, but yeah, just enough in there that it can go ahead and grasp it there.
Sounds good to me. Well, she went bang. Did you get any backblast in your face?
Didn't feel anything,
Oh, that's good.
but you can see the swelling there.
Oh yeah, yeah. We definitely have some swelling on that brass case. Definitely tell this was fired in a chamber that's not made for it. All right, well there we go. There's that one. I guess fire the small
And
ones
these
now.
are the 32 S&Ws here.
Yeah, those are the little tiny ones.
This should be a lot quieter.
Load those bad boys in there and see what kind of group size we get. I am not expecting a tremendous amount of accuracy with these, but I've been surprised before. To seal that. It sounded like a BB gun. That 303 British round with the 22 long rifle, or the 22 blank, was louder.
This one, not too much visible expansion on there because of
There's not
lower
much
pressure.
not much pressure to expand it.
Yeah.
It's definitely got a little bulge to it, but she did
Very
fire. She definitely seemed to function. But man, it sounds like a BB gun. All right, fire when ready. I'll be over here, nice and far away where it's safe. I literally have heard air guns that are louder than that.
Yeah.
What an adorable little thing. You hear it smack the cardboard out there. This is why our case got stuck. We had some ruptured brass. Simply a result of doing the things that we're doing.
Okay.
Cleaning rod.
No, it's out. There we are.
Oh, look at that. That one came right out.
Okay.
Just had to shake it around a little bit.
Let's go take a look and see what we got.
Yeah, let's see
here.
what kind of accuracy we got. Let's see if these bullets
Well, I like
stabilized or
that.
keyholed or...
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe we got a 1-inch group out there.
Well, 100 years ago or more, when you were stuck out on the prairie, this might be all you had available was a single shot. Well, it still hit the paper.
Yeah, we got
there.
paper. We got 1, 2, 3. So we are hitting a little high. And how many rounds did we fire?
4.
4. So
One,
we're looking for one other. I bet it's one of these right here.
oh, right here. Here it is.
Well, we got 1,
Yeah.
2, 3, and 4 right there. Okay, cool. So that's not bad accuracy, considering that we're firing 32 Smith & Wesson short and long. Right there. Through a 32 Winchester centerfire, which is a much longer bottlenecked cartridge.
It
Yeah.
does. It's one and done as far as the brass is concerned.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's no reloading that stuff. But if it's all you got, that's all you got.
It'll work, yeah.
Been a little while since I've done this. Bonnie and Clyde be damned. Poor man's Garen. It's a shame that bolt action shotguns aren't
4 mainstream.